Howdy, everybody. This is video number 15 of our elevator series. In this video, we will be, what are we doing over there? Oh, we're putting the trailing edge together. No, actually, we're using the tank sealant and putting the trailing edge ribs in before we seal them. So you'll see there on my desk I have reams of paper. I figured those were pretty heavy because it says to set something heavy on them. And each ream is, it's a good 5 or 6 pounds of paper. I got 4 for one of them. I got a legal size ream for the elevator with the trim tab, and then the actual trim tab itself gets clecoed together, and then we just kind of turned it upside down and set some stuff on it. So the trim tab's actually over on the far side there behind my toolbox. We did that separately. I didn't move the video camera, so you don't get to see that particular part, but I'm working on the left elevator right now, putting in the 2 trailing edge, the little it's not styrofoam, the little, what is it, I don't even know what they're made out of, but it's foam something or other. You put some take sealant on them and kind of slide them into place where you've scratched the aluminum so they can stick, and then you put some weight, cleco the trailing edge together and then put some weight on it. The first thing you do, though, is you put a piece of double-sided tape to hold the trailing edge wedge. You put that on there, and then undo it, and then we learned a couple of things with the tank sealant. The first thing is you need to purchase the nozzle for the tank sealant. We didn't have one of those, and it kind of came out in glops, little globules. Oh, there's management. Oh man, she's coming to watch us. She's setting up a chair and everything. We're in trouble. So I would definitely purchase the nozzle that goes on the end of that tank sealant tube, and then all we're doing is spreading it out. It says to put it like a 1/16 of an inch thick on the edges, and so that my dad puts a little glob of it there, and then I spread it out with a popsicle stick basically, and then we put them in, slide them in their spots, cleco the trailing edge together, and then set some weight on it to hold them down, and they ended up gorgeous. I mean, they are pretty, so it was kind of nice. We did go through a bunch of gloves and rags for that. So now I'm working on the electrical stuff. So that's a quick picture of the electrical. And this is putting in the motor that controls the trim tab. But while I'm doing that, I figured I would tell you a joke. So here's the joke. What do you do when you're addicted to seaweed? Sea kelp. That's my daughter's joke. She thought that was great. So anyways. So this is the what is it, the panel door that the trim tab motor attaches to. That's what I'm working on now. And it's pretty simple. It's a couple of rivets hold the brackets on, and then you pop rivet the motor onto the bracket itself. And then you'll see later on in this video me doing the electrical, hooking the mini Molex connectors onto the wires. Now, I'll get to that point here in a little bit, but just so you know, I bought a connector crimper tool from Grainger. It's a nice tool. Probably work perfectly fine if you were doing your in-home stereo stuff, or if you were working on maybe some car stuff. Perfectly acceptable crimping tool from Grainger. but it wasn't as pretty as I expected it to be for my airplane. So I did break down and I purchased a Molex crimper off of eBay. I ended up getting it for just under $100, but it is sweet. I mean, those things look perfect. So I highly recommend using the right tool for the job. They are much more expensive because that little crimper from Granger I think was only like 12 or 15 bucks. But the tool on eBay used was $100. So the right tool for the right price. There's my my box of goodies. So I was just going through trying to find the right attachments for the little bar that connects the motor to the trim tab there. And then as I go, I did cut out a lot of the video of me stripping the wires and putting the crimps on because it's very tedious work and very time consuming. I had, even at like 1,000 speed, I had 10 or 12 minutes of me attaching those wires with the wrong crimper. Now you might ask, what are you going to do now that you have the right crimper? Well, my plan is to go back. I did order a new, the new plastic piece that fits on the end, and the new mini pins, the pins that fit into the little plastic piece. I ordered more of those, and so what I'm going to do is just cut the one off that I made, and then re-crimp them all using the correct crimper, put them back in the plastic piece. And the nice thing about it is that whole section, you undo the screws and that whole motor just pops out. You know, you can unhook it from the trim tab and you're good to go. So I will redo them at some point. I'm not sure if I'll video that particular process because you kind of see me doing it here. Yeah, you crimp the little things on, you crimp them on all 5 wires, you shove them in the little plastic connector piece, and you're done. And that's pretty much as simple as that is. They're just really tiny. You see me with my magnifying glass there. I'm getting old because those things are really tiny and hard to see. So, but it did work. I did test it out. It was pretty awesome. I got a 12-volt battery off of Amazon for like 20 bucks. So I could test some stuff, and I put the negative and the positive on the right wires, and it moved one way, and you reverse them and it moves the other way, and it was just pretty awesome to see. So as always, if you have any questions, anything I could have done better, see anything that you want me to change or improve, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Bye.